Welcome back to the morning show. Joining us now from Las Vegas, 2023 Stanley Cup champions, Las Vegas Golden Knights, own Patrick Maino and John Maino, Jackson natives. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, you guys look good with those Stanley Cup Finals shirts on. Congratulations. How's the after party been after the Stanley Cup? We saw a lot of parade video. What's it like on the streets in Vegas with this championship?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, everywhere you go, people wearing anything in Vegas Golden Knights, they say congratulations. And just say it was a long week of fun times after the Stanley Cup game. So
yeah, it was crazy. I credit my family and my kids making the recovery a little bit less for me. They kept me tame during the parties and the after party and everything. But it's wild, still wild. Hasn't sunk in yet. Maybe when we see our name on the cup, that's when it sink in.
How was it that two twin brothers from Jackson, Michigan, ended up in Las Vegas working for the Golden Knights?
It's a long story. I'd say it started with me. Went back to school at Western Michigan a little bit late. After taking some time off of school, landed with the equipment manager there at Western Michigan as a student manager. Was there for a couple of years. Left to go be with my now wife out in California. After I graduated, got a call from Andy Murray, the head coach at Western Michigan, asking me to come back and be the head guy. So I moved back to Michigan, took the job for a year, and then kind of paved my path. Was trying to get out west because my girlfriend at the time, my now wife, was from San Diego. Ended up landing with the LA Kings organization for 2 years. That's where I met my boss now here in Vegas. And when he got the head job here, he asked me to come on board as an assistant. And then a couple years down the road, we were able to hire a fourth guy, a guy to do the truck job for me. And Johnny was in the right place at the right time, had just gotten some experience, and everything worked out. We brought him on, and he's been doing a great job ever since. Wow.
I heard girlfriend in San Diego, wife in Las Vegas. I think there might be a better story there.
So you guys,
it's the same beautiful lady. It's my wife.
Sounds like my speech at their wedding.
So you guys, it was crazy. Not only are you guys trying to win the Stanley Cup, but Pat, your family's trying to get kids to the arena. Talk a little bit about the kind of the whirlwind that was the Stanley Cup final victory.
Oh man, it was crazy, and my wife is an absolute saint. I can't believe she did it. But my daughter had her dance recital at the same exact time as the start of Game 5. I was lucky enough to actually sneak out during the first period and go watch her dance. Not a lot of people know that, but made it back to the rink, and Olivia was finishing up her dance recital. Danielle had the other two kids in the stands at the recital, ready to go. As soon as her dance was done, she ran downstairs, grabbed Olivia. She was still in her recital outfit for the whole celebration. She jumped in the car, drove as fast as she could down the Las Vegas Strip. I had my phone on during the third period so she could hear what was going on because the radio was delayed, and she's worried she wasn't going to make it. And then
Stanley scored a hat trick with some more time, so a lot of them weren't.
Yeah, so I'm on the phone, and Stoney buries the empty netter to get the hat trick. Come raining down, and I'm yelling to her on the phone because it's just sitting right next to me. He's like, "You got time, you're gonna make it. Just take your time, you're gonna make it."
At this point, we're literally on the bench, like in there.
That's amazing. Who would know all that's going on the bench of the Stanley Cup champions? Now, John, let me ask you, the photo of the team photo, you're close enough, it looks like you played on the team in the game. How did you get, both of you guys?
I don't know. I wonder many days, and I think I had a friend say they watched the replay, and I think we were sitting there talking to Stoney and standing right by there, and he's just like, hey, let's get in for the picture. And I was just standing right there, so I knelt down next to him, and you can see I'm actually like leaning on his shoulder because number 3, Brandon McNabb's literally like leaning on me. It's pretty funny how I got into that photo.
Your face is the closest of anyone to the cup.
Yeah, that's not intentional at all. Like, I'm gonna get tripped for that one.
Hey, like I said, he got the job for being in the right place at the right time. So
now, which one of you guys predicted that you would work together and win a Stanley Cup? So one of you guys predicted this.
Well, Johnny always wanted to get into the game, and you know, it's a small world, the equipment manager world, and you know, you got to be careful because you don't want to disrupt any the hierarchy of people who've put in their time and you know, made a good reputation for themselves. So you don't want to give somebody an opportunity that somebody else deserves, but it also, like I said, it's a matter of being in the right place at the right time. I had a dream, you know, of once I got to the NHL of getting Johnny up there with me, and things happened, things worked out. Just made the right decisions, put him in the right spot to be able to take over the job once I was promoted, and everything worked out. So I'd say we both had the dream, but
I think Pat was the one that predicted it. I think our brother Eric says years ago, it might have been year 1 or year 2 of Vegas when Pat was here. I think Eric was visiting, and Pat just said, we're going to win the cup, and Johnny's going to be here with me. So.
Yeah, the pictures are amazing, guys. And is the rest of your family just kind of in awe of what you guys were able to accomplish?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the support from all of our brothers, and my parents are here visiting this week right now, which is nice. So it's kind of hitting now when they're here. We get to talk to them, and they tell us stories about playing hockey growing up and everything, and that's like crazy that we're Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's
lots of
I think it's traditional that team members get to take the Stanley Cup home for at least a day. Are you guys going to be able to maybe get that? Maybe even bring it back to Jackson?
I'd love to, but to be honest with you, it's been a crazy year. We had my son, second son, third child was born during the Dallas series. And so I actually missed 4 games because I was in the hospital with my wife and my son Mason. And so we're just going to kind of take it easy this summer, try to adjust to life with 3 kids at home. And so we're just gonna spend the day with the cup here in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, my time's coming closer to the start of a training camp, and my daughter is starting her first year of school this year.
Oh, very
so
nice.
a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we won't get it. We'll get it towards the end, so it'll be, I'm assuming, closer to training camp, or maybe even after training camp starts. So it's just going to be hard for us to get back to Jackson with it.
What's the coolest part of your job, and maybe what's the hardest part that people would never know what you guys do?
I'd say the hardest part is balance with the family. Johnny doesn't have that guy, but
balancing work and golf, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, just balancing, trying to help out enough at home, trying to be on call at all times when our guys need something. The hours are crazy. We get home at like 3-4 in the morning sometimes, and I'm up at 5:30 with the kids, getting them ready for school, or for daycare. So it's balance is the hardest part.
I like going on the road at this point. That is the best part because I get to be alone and get some sleep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The hardest part, not really. I mean, it's a hard job, but it's all so enjoyable. But I mean, the hours that sometimes that I have to work with doing the truck and stuff when teams come in and loading them in and doing their laundry and stuff, can be lots of nights I spend at the rink. But I mean, the most enjoyable is just being around the game and getting to meet all the cool people we get to meet. Working with my twin brother, it's our dream.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Two brothers from Jackson working on the best hockey team, working for the best hockey team in the world. So it doesn't get any better than that.
No, not at all. So.
Yeah, and historic too. Most goals ever scored in a Stanley Cup Finals game. Youngest ever NHL franchise to win the Stanley Cup, and the first ever major sports championship for the city of Las Vegas. So you guys, your exploits are historic. It's pretty cool.
I do have to say, I know they don't get the credit. The WNBA, the Las Vegas Aces, they won the national championship for the WNBA last year. So we're actually the second championship in Las Vegas, but I want to give them their credit as well.
Well, guys, we're very proud of you back here in Jackson, and congratulations. We appreciate you taking the time to join us this morning.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Proud to be from Jackson, proud of where we came from, and hopefully we win another one, and then we can plan the cup party back there.
Yeah, let's do it. Johnny and Pat Maino, Stanley Cup champions from the Las Vegas Golden Knights. More of the morning show right after this quick break.